There are days I feel like I could fill my whole wall with post-its saying encouraging things to me, so that every time I take my eyes off the wall and start doubting myself, I could look up and know that everything is gonna be alright. That week, I would have needed it, but instead of covering my walls with notes, every time when things felt overwhelming, I tried to be there for myself. I repeated, it's just the beginning and everything is gonna be alright. And like that, through all days. Sometimes it is easier to be calm and encouraging with myself, but often I'm very impatient and harsh. I think it is crazy how impatient I can be with myself. Looking back at these situations, when I'm in a very fragile place, I'm not the one hugging myself and telling uplifting words, but instead scolding and blaming. It feels almost ridiculous. Why would someone act like that? But in these moments, it feels like an obvious thing to do.
So here's the reality of living alone. I was on my way home, and as I haven't figured out my transportation situation, then I was just walking, and it's like a 50-minute walk. So I was very tired. I haven't eaten because yesterday when I came, I didn't have time to do any grocery shopping, and also in the morning. So I'm basically starving. I'm 5 minutes away from my home, actually even less, maybe 2 minutes away, and I realized that I have lost my sweater. And I was like, are you kidding me? What? I was like, no, it's basically my only sweater, and only sweater that I like. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back. Thankfully I had to walk only maybe 5 minutes. These are the situations you're facing on everyday basis. You're usually tired or something, and then something happens, and then you have to stay normal, or even better, positive, which I wasn't, to be honest, but I mean, I try my best.
It's almost 8 p.m. I have to read 30 pages or something because we have a few articles I need to finish before tomorrow. So I need some kind of energy boost, and as I'm not falling asleep, then I decided to hit the gym. I got my transportation figured out on my first day, and I was looking for something cheap since I'm on a budget, and now I'm using Malmö by bike. And I don't know why I didn't think of it last year. It's like a bike rental service, and it only costs 250 kroner or 23 euros for the whole year. I remember last year when I was in a similar place, this really hit me. Would you want to be friends with yourself? And I was like, no, never. Knowing how my friends treat me and how I treat them, I would never talk to them or to anyone really the way I talk to myself in my head. But I should be my best friend. I'm the one I'm spending the most time with. I should be the one cheering for myself and believing in me, no matter the situation. Instead, even on the first day back when everything is uncertain, which is normal, I'm mad at myself for not having everything in order, for failing to figure it out. It feels like there's a never-ending list, but everything I tried to accomplish, I failed. If I learned something from last year, then it was that taking care of your basic needs is the most important thing. Everything else can wait. But because it has been a long time since I had to take care of myself like that, I had to remind myself of those details. I had 2 very crucial reminders. First, if you haven't had the time to finish all the work for school, then show up the next day without as good prep as you would want to, but don't wake up at 5 a.m. after a bad night's sleep just to try to fix it all. And also, plan ahead with food prep. Otherwise, you'll end up realizing late in the evening that there's no food for tomorrow. Most of the time, I handle unpleasant situations well, but sometimes not so much. The other day, I bought potatoes and misread the discount. Instead of €1, I had to pay 2. It was after a long day, I was very tired and hungry, and I almost started crying because of it, for €1. And actually, obviously it wasn't about that small coin, it was about the worry of how I'll manage to live until the end of the month with a certain amount of money, the frustration about grocery prices, and the disappointment and shame about myself. How will I manage to survive if I can't even read discounts correctly? And then, at this point, when I'm tired and hungry and homesick, the emotions I've been holding back start overflowing. So I'll cry because of a potato, or a euro, or whatever feels the most ridiculous at this moment. This is also a reason why I so stubbornly pack my lunches, sleep regularly, work out, and try to avoid most things that aren't good for me. Because if I wouldn't take care of myself and my body, I would probably end up at the mental hospital or somewhere. And yes, I'm not a CEO of a big company with endless tasks. I'm not a single mom with a full-time job, but I think we can all carry as much as we have the strength for, and sometimes it is just about surviving. It feels weird to show this side of myself because I am so used to being capable and independent, and people usually see only this side of me. But I think it's not honest. And it's not only hard to show this side, I don't even know how to show it. Most of it happens inside of my head where no one sees. So here's the balance. You see what most people see, but now you also hear the thoughts behind the actions, the ones that usually go unnoticed. I've lived now until next week, and I know that everything will be much better. The routine will be sorted out, your brain will have calmed down, you won't feel so worried and alone, you will actually feel well. You will feel that there is someone taking care of you and you're not alone, and you will start to enjoy your new life, minute by minute and day by day.